and some frozen green beans. We're doing the scampi mix. So if you were here or you watched the food prep stream, you will know that we prepared ahead some sauce and a steamed potato. So cooled for 24 hours has a better benefit for our bellies. We're using a scampi mix. So the sauce was butter, water, scampi, and lemon juice. It's wet. And it is over here. It was in the fridge. I have warmed it up. It also said combine a tablespoon of this goodness with some breadcrumbs, which is right here. I will top my chicken with it when I get ready to go to the oven with the chicken. However, since we are already pretty well cooked on these, I'm gonna toss all the sauciness and things in here, but I also am going to start cooking the chicken while I prepare this. So I put a dollop of Daisy, a dollop of our sauciness in the bottom. I'm gonna go get this heating, and then I'm going to put the chicken in it here in a second. So, sorry if I am off camera. I really try hard not to be most of the time. And I'm gonna turn it on low. I do like to cook chicken thighs a little bit hotter, so we do 180 to 190 on these because it seems like when you do 165, they're just a little bit, the texture's like squishy, kind of weird. So let me get these out. I'm gonna use some tongs. I'm gonna use my smaller ones because somebody forgot to run a dishwasher last night. So I'm just gonna get these out and stick it in the skillet. They are not beautiful. I like to unroll them. I'm gonna roll it around a little bit in the sauciness. And then I'm gonna get all of the vegetables on there, on that pan, and get it ready to go in the oven, which is preheating right now. And the skillet, I forgot to tell you, is a brilliant skillet. Let me get some of this goop in here. Don't touch me, don't touch me. I'll wash my hands anyway, just because I'm weird about it. Here we go. I just wanted it to sit for, you know, a day or two in some sauciness. And now this must go in the sink, and then I will wash my hands. I hate gnats. And just in case, I think I may have forgotten to say, I am your weird friend. However, I don't always say what the auto-generated captions say that I say. They are weirder than me, or my accent is so bizarre to the auto-generated captions that they don't understand what I say, and so they pick up weird things. So, here we are again. I'm like, oh no, I can't scoot it. That's what I can't scoot, because I don't want to cut my countertops up. So some of these I'm going to half, some of them I'm going to quarter. They are already cooked. I'm just looking to have them all saucy and coat it in there and crisp them up a little bit with our green beans. And I'm just legit using some frozen green beans, y'all. I'll quarter this long one. This is our little paring knife. I usually use the knife that I forget how to, I don't look it up because I don't remember how to pronounce it. If I read it, then I know how to pronounce it most of the time. Or I could still get it wrong because, you know, I do that too. But I'm just going to toss the bag in here. And then I'm going to coat this in our goodness. I'm going to toss these on here as well. And turn it all around in our sauciness. And then when I go to put the chicken on top of it, quit it. I hate gnats. When I go to put the chicken on top of it, I will, thought I heard the cat. Don't want him jumping up on the stove, y'all. Put the chicken on top. I'm gonna top it with those breadcrumbs. My brain, y'all, my brain. You do not want in there. Okay, so I think we're about done with these taters. Tomato tater. So this is a recipe that came in my Taste Bud subscription. Although it calls for cod, I'm not doing seafoods or anything that lives in the water. I don't want my house to smell like that either, but it does enough with the canned food for Katniss Everdeen over there. So, it's a 1 panish meal. It just calls for the chicken to go in a little bit later, or the cod, and I'm assuming cod probably cooks faster than what I believe the chicken's going to, which is why I decided to go ahead and put it on the stove. And I forgot to tell you, I used I think it's a 10 or 10.5 inch Brilliant skillet for 3 chicken thighs. They fit in there perfectly. These are so easy to cut up when it's already cooked and not hot. Here we go. I think that's it. Okay. Are we good? That one looks a little bit fat. A 1/4. It's not a quarter, is it? It's a third, but not a true third. Whoops. I hate gnats, I hate gnats, I hate gnats. Okay. Now I should get my Whiskas tongs and spread joy. These are just the off-brand green beans that are cut. I find that if they're cut, it's a little easier. Are you gonna cook? Come on. Turn it up a smidge. I find the cut ones, it's easier to usually spot the bad beans with the string or something on them, because that's what Les always ends up with in his plate. I didn't see one. I didn't look super hard, so maybe while I'm tossing, if I find one, I'll pull it out. But I swear he always gets it. He swears he always gets it. This smells so good. I kind of want to add a little something, like some more garlic and onion, but I shouldn't. Because I do like to try things the way that it says, sort of. Sometimes I don't, and I want to kick myself for messing it up. Because sometimes I will not try the recipe again because it's so bad, but maybe it's because I ruined it. Ever do that? Oh yes, please let me know if you're tuning in live or you're catching the replay. So maybe I can get better at figuring out a better time for y'all. I decided to do the stone because it's one of the bigger pans that I have. I need to get some of our bigger sheet pans. I do not have them yet. I feel like I need some more butter, since I might have wasted some in our whatchamadiddle bag as a marinade, and then I put some more in that pan. What are you doing, man? I know you're quartered. There we go. So I think I'm good and tossed around. And then I will set these chicken thighs right on top. Let's see. I think it's spread around well, the sauce. But I want to spread out our, our potatoes and our green beans. And a nice kind of even layer for the cookings. And then we'll top it with our chickens. I don't think you can really go wrong with garlic and onion flavors, which is what this is. Get away, Nat. There we go. I'm tempted to make an Alfredo. So if I do make an Alfredo, I basically just stick Parmesan, butter, heavy whipping cream, and garlic in the blender and hit the sauce button. I mean, you can add some more seasoning and salt and pepper and whatnot, but for the most part, it is a very simple recipe. Okay, that'll be fun. I'm gonna put this in the oven. Get away, Matt. Okay, here we go. Going in the oven. Maybe. Go. Word for the live, because I almost forgot, y'all. We don't need to forget the word for the live. How about Green bean. We shall do a green bean, and I'm going to lid the other one so no buggies get in it. There we go. Bread spoon in here. Green bean can be our word for the live, and message me the word green bean to be entered into this month's giveaway, and or drop it in the White House Food stream of this, of course, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. You enter yourself into the giveaway by doing that. So I can tell you this is a 1-pot weeknight meal. It was made with our scampi mix. See, they give you 4 other recipes plus this one, and they do easy swaps. So of course, swap salmon or tilapia. If you're not a fan of fish, make it with chicken. Let's see, what else? Garlic bread, lemony garlic shrimp, not eating it. Roasted veggies and garlic mashed potatoes. So it pairs well with, it says chicken, that looks like steak, possibly pork, fish, and shrimp. And then it has broccoli, potato, looks like an eggplant, looks like a squash, corn, and mushrooms. I also don't eat fungus most of the time unless it's the truffle. Okay, so that's our card. We also have a recipe book, and so you can get in before it's too late, which I think is today. If you're a Taste Bud subscriber, man, I feel close. I'm sorry. Here, let's put this up close. If you're a Taste Bud subscriber, you can get the pan, the recipe book, and the crunchy garlic mix, or added to your subscription for October, and it's free shipping. So it is an awesome ad. And then I need to make the s'mores dessert mix. I think that would be delicious. I love s'mores. So I also think of s'mores bread pudding, maybe with croissants would be yummy. Not healthy, but yummy. Anyhow, I'm going to let y'all get back to it while I watch these two and use the thermometer, of course, on my chicken to make sure it hits 180-ish. But when it starts getting brown on one side, I'm going to flip it so that I can start cooking the other one, and then it'll just finish in the oven. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember the word for the live. Sorry, I walked too far away and I don't know what you can see. Remember the word for the live is green beans. Message me the word so you can be entered into this month's giveaway. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in, and I will catch y'all later.